Hiya folk, back again with another card tutorial. I have got down here on my mat, I have got Broken China is the darker one here, and then down below it I've got Tumbled Glass, and I'm just using a little bit of water, mixing them together a bit, using more of the Tumbled Glass than the Broken China, and just giving myself a bit of a sky. For what I'm going to do, so I'm not being too fussed with it, just adding in the odd scrape of the darker blue just to give it a bit of realism. And then I'm just going down here with another wee bit of the darker where it's going to meet the snow, and then just add a wee bit more water to that to wash it out a bit. And the paper I'm using is Nina's White Crest from Crafter's Companion. I'll just show you it. Fantastic for stamping, and it's great for watercolouring as well. It's a fantastic mixed media paper for my liking. It's obviously not as absorbent as watercolour paper, but it does the job. I'm going to give this a quick blast with a heat gun, if I can find my heat gun. Oh yeah, I forgot I'd hung it up. Silly moo. Right, so it just gives this a quick blast just to heat it and get it dried up a bit. And I'll just go over the back just to make sure it doesn't warp too much. And I'm not overly fussed because it's going to get matted and layered, so it won't be that bad anyway. Right. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Right, my image I will put on there. Take off that sentiment, and I'm going to end up stamping that as well. That's fine. Make sure it's well covered. And then we're just going down onto it. So I'm just making sure it's up a little bit from the bottom, and just give it a wee minute to let the ink transfer. Perfect. So that can go away. My towel to dry up that mess that's there. Make sure it's nice and clean. There we go. Right. And then we're just going to start colouring. So that's what we've got so far, and with the blue being underneath, it will cover over without a problem. Alright, so it won't matter. I'm going to use, voila, yep, going to use cinnamon for the bear. So in we go. Now I'm not a colourist, I don't claim to be. I love colouring, especially with watercolour, pencils, Inkten's. Absolutely love it, find it very, very therapeutic. But I can't blend for the life-saving. If it depended on me being alive and I had to watercolour or colour anything, I'd be dead. Because I can't blend to save myself. I have been trying, just can't master it. But I don't let it faze me. I still colour where I like, because I enjoy it. There's a small line there, but I will go in with that with my black Wink of Stella pen, which has a little bit of a glitter, but not much, so it won't take away from the image at all. That's the scarf. I was just checking there. Wee bit for the boot in there. And I think we're good for the bear. What colour of wheelies will I give him? Green, I think. So we'll do the darker green down here for the sole, and then I'll do a lighter green above, I think. And this is called grass, but it's a much lighter green. Then I'll get my Wink of Stella pen and just go over the black lines there. So just and I'm going to put the cart lines in too. I think we'll do scarf red, nice Christmassy colour. In the hat I'll do a mixture of both. Right, so I'll do this middle part red. And I'll do his pom-pom red too. Yeah, I'll use the grass green, I think. Because the blue's under it, it will be a slightly different shade of green than from the top, from the boots. Making sure you can see this okay. There we go. Oops, missed a bit over there. Right. Now our wee cat, what colour will I do him? Ginger maybe? It's not really ginger, it's a brownie, orange. So we'll try this and see how it goes. Might need to go over it again because it's the blue in the back, but I'm fine with that. The blue is really pale, so I shouldn't have too many worries. Sorry about the change in lighting, but it's just from clouding over really. And I'm going to go into his ears with, what's this one? Oatmeal. Just to give it a wee bit of a difference there. And for his scarf, I'll do the olive green that I used on the bottom of the boot. So we're just going round here. And that's just fine for me. Now the wood, I think I'm going to try, wait a minute, I see, should have, where are they? So I had that here. No, I've not. Let's see what I've got. Sorry if I'm moving you about a bit. I just need to see if I can find. That's that one there, that should do. Yeah, that's a pastel blue, but it should work okay, I think. Sorry about moving you there, but. Right, so I'm going to just colour these what do you call them? The sleigh. If you notice down there that I didn't have a grey, but pastel blue will work, I think. So I've used that, and I will just add in now my chestnut for the wood. Oops, chestnut. And I'm just dotting this on really, because I don't want it too dark. Just doesn't look right. I don't know why it doesn't look right. See, if you see the sleigh there, that to me looks as if the wood is meant to be elevated and just attached to either side of the sleigh, but that white part there just doesn't look right. So what I will do is when I'm putting my snow on, I will make sure that that part's covered, because I don't like it at all. So I'm just going to pull out my glitter snow, if I can find it in here. There we go. and it's Aleen's Glitter Snow, and it comes in a paste format. I absolutely love it. It's great at Christmas time. So I'm just going to get one of my old brushes, bit tatty, but it works fine for this. And all you're doing is just putting your brush in and taking a wee bit, move them out the road so you can see, and then all you're doing is just battling on. And those wee in between bits, just take your time, and if it does go on your paint or your coloured part, just use your finger or a dry brush, anything at all, and it'll come off no problem. And I'm just dabbing it on, I'm not painting it on, because I want there to be texture in it, and this does dry textured. You will get texture in it. And it also has glitter through it, which is just stunning when it's dry. Right, so that's that wee part done. And now I'm just going to go in where I said I was going to go into, because I just do not like that at all. And I'm going to do the same in the centre of this part here. And then I'm just going to go up a bit into the back. Doesn't need to be perfect at the back though, because it's only going to be in the background really, it's not a focal point. So I'm just dabbing it in there, the same with in here, and it will just, you'll be left with a really fine look of glitter once it dries in the centre parts. I'm just trying to position this without going over the top with it. There we go. And what I'll do is, with the wee snowdrops that are coming down, I'll use the end of my paintbrush. So I'm just lifting a wee bit, and I'll just gently dab it onto them. And just for cuteness, I'm going to add a wee bit to his nose. I'll do his as well. There we go. I'm just going to dab that one down a bit. It's just a bit two-dimensional. There we go. Make sure I don't waste any of it. Scrape it back into the pot. Give my brush a wee rinse out. And ideally you would wait for that to dry, but I'm not going to have much time, but you will see the wee bits of sparkle. I should, wait a minute, I'll put this wee light on here and you'll see it a lot better. There you go. You can see it glittering away. And it's lovely when it's all done. Absolutely stunning. Right, so I'm just going to put you back up there a wee bit because it's starting to fall off. Stay. Sorry about that. Right, and now for sentiment. Now, be jolly this Christmas, I think, will work. So I'll just take that off. Put that onto my stamping block. And I'll see if I can find a scrap of a white card, because we don't want to be wasting card. There we go, we'll put it on that and I can trim it off. So just oops, there, I've got a bit of thread there. That's better. And I'm going to be trimming this down anyway, so I'm not fussed whether it's straight or not. And just lift it up. Right, so trimmer. And I'll use my wording as my guide for this. That looks about right there. Yeah. And then we'll turn it round and do it the other way. And then I'll just snip off the ends with my scissors, because even I can't go that wrong with that. Get that over there because we don't waste. Just a wee snip. In fact, I think I might round. No, I'm not. Just a wee snip there, and a wee snip there. Yep. And I will go around that with broken china. So I'll change my applicator and we'll go for broken china. And just in case you haven't saw, I'll just turn you around. That's how I because you're not having to constantly dig through everything to find them. Right, broken china. There we go. And this should be darker than the sky, because it's going on neat, so just a little bit. I'm not doing loads. Oops, dropsies. There we go. Put that back up. I just find it easier that way with the map on there, because I can easily just pick and take what I need. Right, a wee bit of foam tape. And I'll just snip that. Snip it into 3, I think, because it's quite long, so I want the centre covered as well. There we go. So that's one. Whoops. One. Other side. Two. And three. And then we're just positioning that on round there. There we go. And I have, this is a paper I thought I would use, but I think I might change it. Yeah, doesn't look right. So that can go back up, and I will reuse that at some point. Let me see what I've got here. Yeah, that one's better, I think. Too dark. I've got most of my Christmas papers in front of me, so I can kind of judge what I want. Don't really like that either. Let me see, there is a dark blue one here with writing. I wasn't sure if I wanted that. Where are you? Gonna annoy me now. Just playing hide and seek. Come on, stop hiding. All else fails, pull it down. There we go. I knew I had it there. Don't like that either though. Well, I don't like it, so it's getting changed. I'll see what I've got in my scrap drawer. Back there. Why is that not going in? What's because there's another. There we go. That's it. Something blue in this, maybe. Nope. I'll obviously use that. If all else fails, I'll just colour one myself. I think I'll need to colour it. I'd hope to avoid that. I can't really be bothered having to recolour everything. might work. That's not bad. That's better. One that I've already pre-coloured. One of my, here's one I made earlier days. Right, so yeah, I like that a lot better. Right, need to cut it down. So my card is 4. So if I do this at 3.5, that should give me plenty of space on it. 3.5 by 3.5. And I will go around it and just edge it slightly with a darker blue. Put that up there. So we'll use Stormy Sky. I think that's just slightly darker again than the other blues that I've used. But you'll see there's a paralysed colour in that one. Might not show. But as I said, I just like to try and use what I've got rather than having to keep colouring. I don't mind if I really need to for a project, but for a Christmas card that's just too much hassle. I like to be able to rattle these out, and to be honest with you, I probably should have looked for my bases before I started filming, but I didn't. Got to get around that side another wee bit. It's a bit light. I just like to make sure it is well coloured round edge so that it stands out. Look back on that, put that back up, and then we're ready to stick it down. And you'll see that is almost dry underneath there now, and it is so textured. I mean, you can see it yourself. It's fabulous. And if you wanted, you could actually go over that with your finger with a wee bit of Stormy Sky and just kind of brush on to highlight your raised edges and that. I've got to take a wee bit of the water off that part because that's just a bit too blue. But it just looks fantastic. Absolutely love that stuff. It is quite expensive. I think it's probably about £8 a tub, but it lasts for ages. I think this is my 3rd year with it. Right, so that's going on there. Perfect. So much better. I'm so happy with that. Right, so where am I? I did have a roll of glue dots somewhere. Doesn't matter. We'll put it on with these dimensionals, I think. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'll put that to the side. Turn that over, and I'm using double-sided tape for this part. and I'll show you a wee tip for when you're doing cards with double-sided tape. Ouch! Don't stab yourself with a X-Acto knife, that's not the best idea, especially when your knife's razor sharp. So what you do is you just peel back one wee bit on each side. That's one. Two. Put your next layer down. And do the same again, just go over it. And then just lift one corner. And fold it back. Lift one corner and fold it back. Do this again at this side. Does take a wee minute longer, but you're guaranteed that you won't make a mistake without ruining your whole card, which to me is just a lifesaver, because I don't know how many times I have done it. Put down your backing or top or whatever and it's been in the wrong place, and trying to lift it again with double-sided tape is just useless. You end up tearing the card or your topper. So this way you don't do any of that. Fold it back a wee bit. And fold it back a bit. Get your card. Again, these are pre-bought 4x4, and I think they're probably about 250 GSM. I do like a heavy cardstock, must admit. For card making it's essential. Anything under 225 is just pointless because it just is too flimsy and looks cheap, no matter how much work you put in it. So you're just making sure that you've got even on either sides, and I have. So I can put one side down, and then what you're doing is just peeling back one slice, okay, and then just position that down. Tear back your other side and stick that down, and then finally you can take these two bits off at once, and you have got it perfect. That's just a wee bit extra glue there that I'm just positioning back under, and you'll see it's absolutely perfect all the way around. Okay, just it's so much easier. Right, so then we've got our topper. Take the backs off these. These are the best foam pads that I've found, and it sticks to. They're probably a wee bit dearer than some, but honestly they are so worth it. They're great, and they have a brilliant ability to stick. Right, so then we're just making sure it's in the right place before we press down. It's not, so we need to go over a wee bit. That looks fine there, so just press it down. And that's your finished card. So there was a wee bit of detailing in that, I admit that, but if you're making a special card then it's worth that wee minute longer. And I prefer, if you see what I was talking about earlier with the sleigh, I'm so glad I went in there with a wee bit of texture, because it just looks so much better now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.